Players around the world are finally playing 2K22, and for the most part, early reviews have been very positive. Players have stated that the game is a huge improvement over the infamous WWE 2K20 game, and the game is in the right step forward in rebuilding faith in the WWE 2K brand and vision. But although reviews are positive, this doesn't mean that the game isn't without its faults, and these have mainly come in the form of humorous yet problematic glitches that can be found throughout the gameplay. But which ones are they? Well, join us now as Wrestlegamia looks at 10 of the funniest glitches in WWE 2K22. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we upload a video. Number 10. The referee runs around in circles. Now, it wasn't too long after the game was released that players took to social media to share footage of hilarious glitches in the gameplay. One Reddit user known as TyFinesse shared footage of a match between Brock Lesnar and John Cena. During the match, the referee in question just begins to run around endlessly in a circle. It's truly bizarre, and apparently this continued until the player restarted their console. Now, this wasn't a great look for 2K, as a glitch was one of the first clips from the game which received major attention, and it wasn't exactly a positive look for the brand new installment. Number 9. Keep on running. Now, this next glitch comes courtesy of YouTuber TheApexStar, and in the glitch there appears to be a problem with wrestlers delivering their finishing moves. This specifically relates to those wrestlers who hit their finishes after running into the ropes. This includes the likes of Seth Rollins for the stomp and Hulk Hogan for his trademark leg drop. In the glitch, when the wrestler goes to run the ropes, they carry on running into the ropes with no sign of stopping. Even the referee looks completely bewildered as to what on earth is going on. We've run into this glitch a few times and we've actually shown it in footage. Surely this one's been patched by now though. Number 8. Weird Royal Rumble glitch. The Royal Rumble matches are traditionally one of the most enjoyable aspects of a WWE video game. Hell, whenever I got a new video game back in the day, I always used to fire up the Royal Rumble first. Some of them sucked, but some of them were really good. But anyway, there have been reports of some problems with the gameplay in the Rumble match itself. Ricky J Sports uploaded footage to his YouTube channel of him playing a Rumble match. The match was going great, but that was until his chosen wrestler, that being Ravishing Rick Rude, froze like a statue. That's right, Rude completely froze as the other wrestlers in the game continued to brawl. The YouTuber was speechless as to what was happening, and it took several minutes for Rude to snap out of the state and carry on as if nothing had happened. Number 7. What's happened to John Cena? The next glitch is just downright disturbing. It took place during the middle of a Hell in a Cell match. YouTuber Delzinski uploaded footage of him competing in the aforementioned match type, and the Hell in a Cell match was between Finn Balor and John Cena. During the match, Balor proceeds to throw Cena through the middle of the cell, but when Cena lands, his legs get embedded right into the mat. Cena then proceeds to wave his arms around like a Bailey buddy to try and get free. It's a really weird clip to watch, and there are clearly a few issues with how wrestlers are landing after going through the top of the cell. Number 6. Samoa Joe lands in the air. A number of players have reported issues with how wrestlers are landing in the game, with some players reporting that wrestlers are proceeding to land in mid-air and not coming to the ground level until just a few seconds later. It's as if wrestlers are wrestling in 0G. Well, this was a problem in 2K20, but this appears to be still happening in 2K22. Take for instance footage provided by YouTuber The One Pun, and in the footage, Samoa Joe is kicked off the turnbuckle by Rey Mysterio. Instead of landing on the outside of the ring, Joe lands in mid-air. Joe literally just floats in the air for a few seconds before finally crashing down. WWE 2K seriously needs to work on these glitches, as although they're hilarious, they can get rather frustrating as the player, when they continuously happen throughout the gameplay, could end up throwing a controller in frustration. Number 5. Walking on the fans. Now, we've heard of walking on air, but what about walking on the fans? Well, glitches in ladder matches are kinda common, and there have been quite a few notable ones shared by WWE 2K gameplay footage, but one of the funniest was shared by YouTuber NotchGY19, as in the footage, Cameron Grimes is knocked off a ladder onto the announce table. When Grimes stands, he has the ability to walk on top of the crowd. This is a hilarious glitch, and it's unclear why 2K didn't patch this up before its major release. Again, we believe that this has been patched up in its newest patch. But if anyone is still experiencing this one, let us know in the comments down below. Number 4, Brock Lesnar turns into Finn Balor? Yeah, in terms of glitches that make no logical sense, there's no better glitch than this clip from KustomKontrollerz Twitch channel. In the footage, Brock Lesnar has just put Roman Reigns through a table when randomly Lesnar disappears and he turns into the inaugural Universal Champion, Finn Balor. Now there's actually zero explanation as to why it happened, and the streamer is absolutely speechless as to why one of the wrestlers in the match has just magically been replaced by somebody else. Number 3, Royal Rumble Eliminations can't leave. And the next glitch has been discussed on social media for weeks now, and finally actual footage of the glitch finally emerged on Twitter. Twitter user @millimania shared footage of a Royal Rumble match, and as 2 wrestlers are eliminated, they're unable to walk to the backstage area. They awkwardly stop just before the entrance ramp and continue to walk on the spot. It's a really strange visual, and it takes some time for the game to catch up with what is actually happening. Number 2, Drew McIntyre has an out-of-body experience. Drew McIntyre is one of the highest rated wrestlers in the entire game, but after footage of this glitch is seen, players won't be able to see the former world champion the same way ever again. Twitter user Jake Cade shared footage of a Hell in a Cell match, and the match in question was between Drew McIntyre and Tyler Breeze. But suddenly during the match, McIntyre is about to be Irish whipped into the barricade. Bizarrely, Drew falls backwards over the barricade and he emerges upside down like some kind of demonic entity. The game then quickly fixes itself and allows the player to continue the match as normal. Now, a ton of glitches in the game relate to the mechanics of how a wrestler moves, and this is definitely a theme that has run through a lot of WWE 2K installments. And number 1, what is The Miz doing? This is perhaps the funniest glitch in the game, and footage is provided by Reddit user IMMohammed666. In the clip, The Miz is wrestling Roman Reigns, and The Miz has half of his body embedded under the ring. The Miz then proceeds to dance around to try and get out of the unusual situation, and he eventually does this by going near the turnbuckle. But that's when the turnbuckle breaks, and The Miz once again finds himself in trouble. The Miz then randomly begins to spin around in an erratic manner, and it looks like The Miz is having an exorcism performed on him in the middle of the match. Eventually the glitch stops and the match continues, but it's a solid 50 seconds of some of the most WTF footage ever seen in a WWE video game. But there you have it folks, 10 of the funniest glitches in 2K22. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling video game content.